The Beatles statue dressed in clothing ahead of Eurovision. The Beatles statue has been dressed in traditional Ukrainian clothing ahead of Eurovision. The figures of Paul McCartney, George Harrison, Ringo Starr and John Lennon walking together have been draped with white Vyshyvankas in Pier Head, Liverpool, before the international music contest takes place next month in the city. The embroidered shirts, which are a national costume, have been sourced from the war-torn state. Ukrainian holiday Vyshyvanka Day, which usually takes place in the third week of May, sees the country's residents embrace their folk history and wear traditional costumes. Liverpool, which saw the Beatles form in the city in 1960, and the metal sculptures of the Fab Four arrive on the waterfront more than 50 years later, was chosen to host Eurovision as the UK was the runner-up last year while winners Ukraine continue to face the Russian invasion. The BBC, which is organising Eurovision as the national broadcaster, has been using branding with the Penny Lane typeface, sharing a name with the Beatles hit from 1967. The corporation previously said Ukraine will be a rich ribbon running through the event and is using the country's camera equipment, while Ukrainian singer Julia Sanina will present the event on the BBC. Sanina, 32, who came second at Eurovision in 2016 with her band The Hard Kiss, will be joined by fellow hosts singer Alicia Dixon, comedian Graham Norton and Ted Lasso actress Hannah Waddingham. All 37 countries have chosen their acts to compete in the 2023 competition, with Ukraine opting for Dvorky's song Heart of Steel and the UK being represented by May Muller with I Wrote a Song. The music show, which will take place at the M&S Bank Arena Liverpool, will hold its semi-finals on the 9th and 11th of May. The grand final is on the 13th of May and will air live on BBC One and will also be broadcast in cinemas.